How's it going, everybody? The PVD Glove Bros here, bringing you another Pro Issue video. In today's video, we are going to be kicking off a new series where we will be showcasing our Pro Issued and Game Used Mizuno gloves. And we're going to get things started by showcasing this one right here, our Mizuno Pro Dylan Bundy Game Used Pitching Glove. Let's get right into it. This one was game used by Dylan Bundy when he was with the Baltimore Orioles. And as you guys can see, this one features a really simple and really sweet design, so let's talk about it. You'll notice right away, this one's going to have an open conventional back pattern with a modified trapeze web. Now let's take a look at the rest of the glove. All throughout the entirety of this glove, this one is going to feature black leather as the primary leather color. And that black leather is going to be accompanied with the black laces, the yellow gold stitching, the black binding, and the black welting. Taking a look right here at the thumb, we have our Mizuno Runbird logo, and that is going to have the gold embroidery with the black outline. Such an iconic look there. Really can't go wrong with that. And then taking a look right here at the wrist, we are going to have another Mizuno Runbird logo, this one featuring the same colorway in the form of a patch. So if you will notice, this one right here on the thumb is embroidered in there. And then this one right here on the wrist is a patch, but it's going to feature the same colorway, with that being the gold embroidered Runbird logo with the black outline. Taking a look right here at the inside of the palm liner, you'll notice we have a black leather palm liner. And in that black leather palm liner, right here up at the top, you'll notice we have the gold embroidery reading Mizuno Pro. And for those that don't know, that is the model of this specific Mizuno glove, is the Mizuno Pro. That is like me saying A2000 versus A2K or Heart of the Hide Pro Preferred. So Mizuno and then Mizuno Pro, that is the model of this glove. So just had to put that out there in case anyone was wondering, well, what does Mizuno Pro mean? Well, now you know. And then right here at the bottom half of the palm liner, you'll notice we have that gold foil stamping reading Shika palm lining. And then taking a look right here, before we get to the back side of the glove, I want to take a look and point this out really quick. The web, this is a very cool looking web and something that we've seen on some of the more recent Mizuno model releases that they have done, and it's that modified trapeze web, but it almost combines a modified trapeze web with a basket web, because of course we have the mod trap structure but with the basket web pattern in the middle. And of course can't go wrong with that Mizuno Runbird logo going across the middle of the web. And that is also going to be in the same colorway, if you will notice, the gold and black. So very cool looking web there. Definitely adds some flair to the glove and really makes it pop. Now taking a look at the back side of the glove, starting right here on the index finger, you will notice we have a finger pad. And that of course is in the black leather with the yellow gold outline. And the really unique thing about this finger pad is that if we take a look underneath, you will notice that it has a little slot where you can put your finger. So I'll get the camera as close to this as possible, but if you'll notice, there's a little flap of leather, which almost serves as pretty much the only way I can describe it as is a finger hood underneath the glove. So that's very cool and definitely highlights that top tier craftsmanship that Mizuno is well known for. So very cool addition to the glove there. And then taking a look right here at the outside of the middle finger, we have that Mizuno Runbird logo right there, this time with no outline, just the gold embroidery. And right here off to the right of that, you will notice we have the Mizuno embroidery, of course with the M on the Mizuno being the iconic big M logo that was seen on majority, if not all, almost all of the older Mizuno gloves. So that's very cool. And then moving along down here to the bottom half of the ring finger, you'll notice this is where we have our embroidery. And this is interesting because on a majority of Mizuno gloves, especially the ones issued to the pros like this one is right here, you will notice the name on the back side of the glove right here on the ring finger, as opposed to right here on the thumb. Now that's not always the case where the pro issues will have the embroidery on the back rather than the front. That's not always the case because some players like to put it still right here on the front or the thumb side of the glove. But you'll see this a lot on Mizunos, and this is really cool and a very interesting feature that they do. And right there you will notice we have our embroidery reading Dylan Bundy, and that is going to be in the gold colorway and in the script font. So very cool there. And then right underneath that, on the top half of the pinky, we have the stamping right here, and I'll try to move this lace out of the way so you can see it. It says, "Quality products guaranteed by Mizuno's strict quality control, made in Mizuno, Shanghai, China." So as you can tell, Mizuno takes great pride in making sure that all of their gloves are crafted with the best craftsmanship and the best leather possible. And then taking a look down here at the bottom half of the pinky, we have that gold embroidery reading Mizuno Pro. And then taking a look right here off to the right side of that Mizuno Pro, still on the pinky, you will notice we have a stamping down here that reads, "Designed by Glove Master Craftsman Kosaku Kishimoto." And then of course underneath that, limited edition. And for those that don't know, Kosaku Kishimoto is one of the Mizuno master craftsmen that is in charge of making the gloves. He is one of them. And as you may know, they have a lot of very good ones because their gloves never disappoint and they are made with the absolute best quality and care possible. Now taking a look right here at the inside of the glove at our palm, we have some nice crisp stamping, but as you can tell, this one has seen a little bit of use, not too much because Mizuno's kind of hide that a little more. But again, this was once a primary gamer of Dylan Bundy. And as you'll notice right here on the palm, we have the stamping that reads Mizuno Pro, Major Quality, Limited Edition, and then Mizuno. And then taking a look right here off to the side, right here on the inside of the thumb, we have the stamping that reads 12.25 inches, and right underneath that, GMP 100. And now taking a look right here at the inside of the pinky, we have the stamping that reads Northern European Deguchi, and then underneath that, Speed Drive Technology. Very cool all around. Such a sweet glove. Now let's take a look at the break-in. So Dylan Bundy broke this one in and used it just like I'm doing right now. The 2 in the pinky, no fingers out. And with that, let's go take a look at the break-in. Absolutely amazing break-in there. Closes thumb to the middle of the pinky and ring finger. Nice deep pocket. Excellent break-in. And just a really sweet glove all around. It's no surprise why players love the Mizuno brand, especially for their gloves. They are truly amazing. So since this one is broken in and of course was game used, we are going to be taking it down to the field to play some catch and put it back into action. So we will see you guys down there.